Hello, my name is Amy Rich, and today I will be comparing and contrasting Procter& Gamble versus Unilever, a traditional versus modern corporation for MBAD 6020. I'll review the companies, talk about value discipline and their customer focus, how the different companies build loyalty and relationships. They utilize AI, big data, and digital transformation, and then how they are organizing for digital maturity, and finally, the people analytics for their growth. We will end with key takeaways and learnings. P&G is a traditional company founded in 1837, here headquartered in the USA, in Cincinnati, Ohio, one of the largest consumer good companies managing over 60 trusted brands. And they focus on their goods. They're a consumer goods company organized into 10 product categories, operating in over 180 countries. You may know them from Tide, Pampers, Head and Shoulders, Gillette, and Crest. Unilever is a modern organization headquartered in the UK, founded in 1929, with over 400 brands across food, beauty, personal care, and household products. They have a diversified customer goods organized into 3 divisions, also in over 180 countries with a strong US presence. You may know them from Dove, Tresemme, Axe, and Ben & Jerry's. When it comes to value discipline, this is how organizations gain market leadership. P&G focuses on operational excellence, their scale and efficiency as a core advantage. They have a strong focus on return on investment, and they bring in outside resources for innovation growth. Unilever focuses on customer intimacy. They build an emotional affinity with their customer target, and they have purpose and sustainability built into both the strategy and products. They get real-time consumer feedbacks and insights. When it comes to primary customers and segmentation, Procter & Gamble targets that broad middle market, including families and households. They focus on the dependability of their products that are available at a strong price, and their segmentation would be life stage and household size. Unilever reaches diverse global customers with strong emerging markets and segments by values and lifestyles, again, building in that well-being and sustainability into strategy and products. They use people data centers to analyze real-time analytics as far as search and social media to gain insights. When it comes to building relationships and loyalty with customers, Procter & Gamble earns that loyalty by having a trusted brand that continuously shows their consistency and ability to serve their patients' needs as far as quality. And so they've gained trust with that. Contrastly, Unilever reaches a wider mix of consumers. And instead of just demographics, they really focus on the value and health and well-being of their consumer. When it comes to AI and big data marketing, Procter & Gamble's primary focus is using that data to ensure they're optimizing their media spend and getting the expected ROI on investments. They have analytics goals within their marketing to ensure their dollars are working harder. They actually had a $200 million marketing campaign that they pulled back because it was not having a good ROI for them. This is also important that they're reducing to them. A core value is that they reduce waste and reinforce their brand trust. Unilever is consumer-facing focus. They use AI and big data to understand why people are buying their products, not just when they're being seen as far as marketing campaigns, analytics that Procter & Gamble uses. They look at trend insights, analyze social media, search data, and then online conversations. They have personalized campaigns that target with these digital hubs that enable hundreds of localized campaigns each year. They use generative AI to test content creation at a scale to see, at scale to understand its impact. And then their beauty division also uses AI to recommend personalized products to their consumers. When we talk about key digital transformation events, P&G took on they call this initiative Connect and Develop, which has opened ideas to their own innovation pipeline product team. They've partnered with startups, academics, and rivals, really to gain insights in product developments and needs. And this has left half of their new product concepts coming from these outside collaborations versus their internal product teams. And this allows for quicker refresh, lower costs, and broader ecosystem of ideas. Where in contrast, Unilever advances its brand strategy by pairing with digital marketing and sustainable living plan initiative, which has embedded the purpose of products and operations within their system to ensure they are sustainable, establishing these people data centers for their digital hubs and tracking consumer insights. And this has really resulted in campaigns that are rooted in both sustainability and customer sentiment, keeping their brands relevant. So Unilever's transformation really was externally focused, reinventing how they engage with consumers and aligning their digital tools with purpose and value, where P&G's transformation was internal. And this really helped reinvent how they innovate and expanding their R&D ecosystem. When it comes to organizing for digital maturity and their digital maturity readiness, when we look at aspects of culture, P&G is a very structured discipline and centralized organization. Unilever is decentralized and collaborative and agile, meaning they have a lot of different teams working on different things and can pivot quickly. When it comes to digital adoption, P&G will bring on digital resources and tools very deliberately that align with their existing processes. Where in contrast, Unilever is really, again, going to be agile and able to be experimental and very purpose driven with a basically open mind as to how digital adoption can improve their processes and people processes as well. Strength for P&G would be their consistency, reliability, and internal skill development as a traditional company, where the modern organization of Unilever has that flexibility and speed that allows them to have market responsiveness. When it comes to weaknesses, P&G has a slower innovation with less experimental use of these digital entities and embracement. And then Unilever has a risk for fragmentation and uneven adoption because they are not a centralized entity in some of their processes. When it comes to analytics to make personnel decisions, I thought this was very interesting. P&G, being a very traditional company, utilizes the growth from the startup or entry-level position and culturally develops their employees to promote within. And this is really part of the long-term structured performance-focused initiative when it comes to personnel decisions, where Unilever uses AI and big data in their hiring and promotions to track engagement within and monitoring with internal teams. And then when it comes to onboarding new individuals or employees, they use AI tools and have removed kind of traditional resumes and have their candidates utilize predictive tools with different games to understand their decision processes and their fit for the organization. So P&G really relies on structured development, where Unilever leverages analytics for faster, bias-reduced talent decisions. And then my key takeaways here: Unilever is really it's positioned well to be able to gather fast feedback with their digital hubs and their PDCs. They can quickly translate signals from their analytics into actionable insights. And then P&G is really traditional and return on investment focused, and ensuring that all decisions are high impact for their organization. I thought it was very interesting to understand their innovation strategy, bringing in those external components to help drive their pipeline and product strategy. And then I also thought the Unilever AI tool optimization with onboarding and analytics of their current teams was also appealing. Here are my resources for the presentation, and thank you so much.